Hello, as you know, my name is Jason.
And I'm Brent, and welcome to our 8-week challenge athletic category.
Yeah, I guess a big congratulations too. You know, you guys have stepped it up, and you've been selected to be part of our athlete program. So, you know, should be it's a big honour and something that you should be very proud of. So well done.
Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be 8 weeks where you're going to get a chance to focus heavy on your nutrition, focusing on your performance in the gym, and really stepping it up to crush it over the 8 weeks. So we've got a few things that we just want to discuss with you guys. The first one we're going to start with is, you know, what to book in for. So there's going to be 3 main things that you need to book in for the athletic challenge. The first one is your skin fold testing with Angie. The second one is your 1RM strength testing on Friday night. And then the third one is your athletic conditioning testing on Saturday morning.
Yeah, and then with the booking in for the strength test, so we want to sort of address, I guess, quickly now just how to warm up for that strength test. So, look, if you've got a certain thing in mind that you want to lift, like it might be a 1RM strength, do come in with a bit of a plan. So we will sort of just want to map that out for you a little bit. So let's say, for example, that you're using a 100 kilo squat as something that you would like to achieve. Then we obviously, expect you guys to do the mobility sequence that you know and have done for many times in here. But also to, learning how to progress the weight and decrease the reps as you're getting warm without fatiguing. That's the art behind it, is learning how to put a bar on your back without fatigue. Yeah.
Yeah, so you will have 20 minutes to warm up for that 1RM.
Yeah.
So you don't want to be stuffing around, and you also don't want to do your first attempt at 19 minutes, because then you only get 1 more minute to give another attempt if you don't get it. So you want to get the bulk of your warming up done within 10 minutes. So it gives you 10 minutes to focus on a good 3 or 4 attempts over that time frame.
Yeah, and space out your relatively hard working sets. It might be when you get closer to your 1RM, you might only do 1s or 2s. But give yourself plenty of rest, that 2 to 3 minute time frame in between. So it does take a little bit of calculating in terms of what you want to do and what you want to achieve. As Brent said, 20 minutes is the cutoff. You've only got 20 minutes, so you've got to stick within those guidelines.
Yeah. Also coming in, there will be no warm up time. So if the session starts at 5 p.m, that's when you start your first set of warming up for the squat. Okay. So you need to come in 15 minutes early and make sure you get a good mobility warm up in. We'll have something on the board for you guys to follow, or in Train Row you'll be able to follow that, so that when the time hits to start your squat, you're good and ready to go. You're warmed up, the muscles are warm, the hips are warm, shoulders are good. You're not coming in cold trying to get like a 20 minutes to get your 1RM. That's a recipe for disaster, and it could lead to an injury, which is not what we're about.
Yeah, absolutely. And we will there's been a lot of questions about, modifications if, you have tight hamstrings and things like that for a floor deadlift, or it might be like your hamstrings are an issue in a deep squat. Look, we're not silly about this sort of stuff. We'll make modifications, as long as those modifications that we make at the start are exactly the same at the end. If there is the option of a box squat, but we're just going to make sure it's a box squat at the end. There's an option of trap bar deadlifts and things like that if people's hamstrings or lower back aren't sort of coping well with the load. So we're not silly. We want to see you guys do well, and we want to see you uninjured.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
So on the whiteboard when you come in the gym, we're going to have something written up for you guys. Just a kind of percentage-based warm-up for you to follow all the way up to your 1RM. So you check the board, you'll be able to work it out. The number you want to start with, work backwards from that, and then percentage base it up by how much to lift and how many reps to lift for that warm-up. So we'll try and help you out with that. We'll get it so that's a pretty easy system to follow.
Cool. So hopefully that we can move on from that topic. Look, the meal plans are certainly different, from the fundamentals. We believe that you guys have learned the principles of basic nutrition, and now you're looking to increase performance and body composition as well. But our main focus with this category is increasing your performance, okay? And the byproduct is a body composition change. So look, the meal plans are different, so we can help guide you, and Angie can help guide you on that. She's going to release a lot of video content. She's going to be more active in the Facebook groups, particularly with you athletes, because that's what she loves. She loves to write plans for people that their performance is going to the next level. So yeah, it's a little bit different. I guess it's like the icing on the cake. You guys have eaten the cake, so to speak. but now it's time to put the icing on top. So that's what it's all about, and she'll go into detail there.
Yeah, I guess if you have eaten the cake, this is a good challenge for you. We're going to some workshops and seminars. So with the workshops, Jay and I got a good first one coming up. So it's more of a mindset and a performance lifting workshop. So this one is going to be like quite an active workshop. So you need to bring your training clothes for this. You know, you are going to be doing some, whatever we plan, you will be getting active, you will be running through that. And like we know mindset's massive. So we're going to start with that. And then we're going to work on how to get more performance out of your training in the gym. So first weekend, we'll give you the next 7 weeks after that to really maximize that performance. What else we got?
Look, expectations, now that you guys are, stepping it up to the athlete, or you might be repeating in the athlete category, look, our expectations are that, you come in positive, you're a good team player, you support everybody else around you, that's how we get the best out of each other. There's less complaining, we kind of, expect that. I think you guys might know that. And we want to see you sort of challenge yourself and do the level 2 finishes as well. If you're not so advanced in the Olympic lifting, come and see this guy on a Tuesday night and get those Olympic lifting techniques down pat, because we want to see you progress to that sort of that type of level of conditioning as well. So we do have a bit higher expectation. We don't hold your hand as much, but we want to see you deliver as well. Okay, we'll definitely guide you. We like to have some fun, but we expect a big performance every time that you turn up.
Yeah, and just touching back on the testing, when you're coming in, like there's nothing better than the whole group getting around someone who's going for a big lift, or someone who's digging deep in that conditioning on the Saturday morning, and the whole group is kind of cheering them on, and some clapping and some getting them to keep going. Like it's massive. So if you're coming in for that, even if you're early, head down the back, start cheering the people on. Have a chat with everyone else, just get the vibes in there, just get the energy up, and then get after that conditioning workout. Everyone needs that energy, especially when they're 10 minutes in, 95% complete, they're digging deep. There's nothing better than it.
Yeah, that's right, and and that's what we want to see from you guys. There might be a little bit of doubt, self-talk along the way, and that's normal. But we expect the power of the group to be really coming forth and helping you, get through it and have a good time doing it as well, and be proud of yourself. So that's the main thing. Be proud of every workout that you do.
So recording workouts in Train Heroic, this is a big one. Like being able to track your progress and being able to see what you did week after week, that's huge, because in 8 weeks you should be able to accomplish something pretty massive. So being able to look back on that, it should be quite rewarding. But then also, if we go to punch something into the programming to pull up percentages, and you've entered all the stats in there, it's so much easier to get something that's quite accurate on the screen. You're not going through week after week guessing what you're doing. So just say you're doing 5 reps, and the last time you did 5 reps was 3 months ago. You can look back through that, you can see what you did, and that kind of gives you an idea of what you're going to lift for the day. If you don't have those details in Train Heroic, you're not going to be able to look back, you're not going to be able to find out. So you're always going to be guessing. You won't have those stats to draw upon.
Yeah, that's a massive one. Recording your weights and drawing on that history as well, and just sort of figuring out where you should be and where you should go. And probably the last thing too, the Facebook group. The athletes, we kind of expect that you've done this a couple of times. So be the leaders in sort of helping out maybe the new faces, or even posting questions that you may necessarily know the answers to already, but that somebody else might be sort of wondering the same thing. Let's keep that chat pretty good. We want to sort of make sure that community is strong, away from the gym as well. So, but that's probably what we want to get through, just that testing. Our expectations, and have a good time. You will be challenged. That's our whole idea about performance in the athletic category. So
so to perform really well, a few things: make sure you show up early, come in hydrated, come in well fueled as well, but not too fueled where you might be a little bit nauseous from that conditioning. Bring your A game. That's a big one as well. Come in with a strong mindset. Come in with a game plan, knowing what the training, the conditioning and the testing is up in Train Heroic. So check it out, try and devise a bit of a game plan, chat to the coaches, say how you think you should best approach it. But dig deep. Try and give 100% to everything that you do, whether it's the lifting or the 1RM or the conditioning. And know that everything we designed for this 8-week athletic challenge is going to test you. So make sure you're stepping it up for that.
Yep. And then, yeah, I guess that's about it, really.
Yeah, I think that wraps it up.
Very good, guys. We're so pumped. Congratulations once again. You have stepped it up, to the athletic category. We look forward to guiding you and seeing you do great things in the next 8 weeks from a performance point of view and a body composition that just goes hand in hand. So, well done. We're pumped.